Hey everyone, it's Ryan Winchester here, coming at you guys with another video today. Happy Easter. It is Wrestlemania week approaching, baby. I cannot fucking wait. I want to talk about a couple things, guys. I have here some things I want to talk about. You guys saw the vlog, and I'm sure y'all were probably like shocked to see me do a vlog, because my entire time on YouTube, I've never posted a vlog before. So you could thank your boy DuX Infinity for that. Thanks to my homie Chris for doing that for me. He's gonna be posting his version of the vlog for Monday Night Raw pretty soon, hopefully by sometime this week when he gets his editing done. I hope you guys did enjoy that vlog though, because it did take nearly a whole entire day for him to upload that, or for him to edit it. I mean to upload it took about an hour. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. All the editing was insane. I like how he just cut the footage from the arena into the actual show where they were in the ring and then they were on the outside. Like, that was just so cool. But overall, I want to give you my thoughts on what I thought about Monday Night Raw nearly a week later. This was an incredible show, to say the least. I mean, there's so much that happened. There really wasn't much wrestling, but I mean, the storytelling just heading into WrestleMania next weekend, bro, is just insane. Like, I am so fucking excited for WrestleMania. You guys have no idea. The first thing I want to talk about is CM Punk. Why? Because he's the hometown boy. This was Punk's first time being on WWE TV since he got injured at the Royal Rumble from Drew McIntyre. Ever since taking that Future Shock DDT, where he broke his tricep, tore it or whatever. So this is Punk's first time showing up on TV. He actually got into a segment with Drew and Seth, which is crazy. Drew and Seth, we know, are fighting for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. And CM Punk was a part of this too, and it was just a fucking great segment. So it's just a lot of shit that happened here. I loved it. It was awesome. The stuff that Punk was saying was hilarious. He called Drew an internet troll wearing a skirt because he was wearing his kilt like how he normally does, because he's Scottish. It's just so funny. And then Seth was saying his stuff. It was just awesome, man. I really enjoyed the show overall. This segment was great. And they really went unscripted on this promo. Like, legitimately, everyone felt like they were not, given lines or whatever. They were actually just spewing shit out of their mouths. So it's good to see WWE be doing that, because you don't see that nowadays. But I mean, it's possible with WWE going to Netflix. Well, mainly Raw. Monday Night Raw signed a $5 billion deal to be moved to Netflix starting in January of 2025. That's gonna be insane. So that can mean more blood. That can mean more unscripted promos. No more cussing that's blocked, because every time we hear cussing, they blur it out. Or when we hear a holy shit chant from the crowd, all you hear is the holy part and the shit part is blurred out. So we could be heading back to TV 14 for Monday Night Raw next year, and I'm excited for that. So that's gonna be crazy. The fact that Raw is moving to Netflix is wild, man. It's gonna give me a reason to sign back up for Netflix, because I've had Netflix before just to watch some of my favorite shows. But I feel like now I'm gonna have to re-sign up for it, because the only streaming device I really use is YouTube TV, where I watch Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, NXT, AEW, Dynamite, Collision, you name it. And then I have my other shows that I watch on there too. And then of course I have Peacock, so Peacock is where they show all the WWE content, all the pay-per-views, all that premium live events and shit. So that's gonna be exciting though. But yeah, I enjoyed this segment. It was great. Punk got an amazing reaction, as he should, and it was so cool to see him in the ring with Drew and Seth. That was awesome. Well, actually, Drew was sitting on the announcer table, which is pretty funny. There was a part in the segment that had me dying. Actually, me and Chris were both fucking dying. It was hilarious. He called Drew and Seth dipshits, and Drew immediately grabs the mic. PG, brother. Oh man, shit like that, man. I fucking love that. They have to go unscripted more often, because that's just fucking great. It brings more attention, that's for sure. Let's talk about the first match of the show. Ricochet versus JD McDonough. You know what? I'm actually surprised how good this went. These guys fucking killed it. This was the match of the night by far. I mean, we had other matches too, such as Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn. We had DIY versus New Day. Jey Uso versus Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event. But, I mean, Ricochet versus JD McDonough, holy fucking shit. This was a banger, man. This brought me back to NXT Black and Gold days. This was great. The only thing that was missing was having Mauro Ranallo on commentary. But holy shit, like, the match overall was fucking crazy. There were so many spots in this match. It literally threw me back to NXT Black and Gold. I just loved it. You know, there was a spot where Ricochet does his normal dives to the outside, does that crazy, I don't even know what do you call it? It's like a moonsault, a corkscrew moonsault. Fucking great. JD does a Spanish fly into another move or whatever, and he's got a vicious brain buster too. That shit is nasty, man. But yeah, the match overall was fantastic. I love that. Ricochet always shows his strength, his power as well. He's now 3-0 against the Judgment Day. So I wonder what that's going to lead up to. Ricochet is definitely one of those superstars that needs to be pushed. Just saying that right now. Because the only push that he had before was when he was Intercontinental Champion before Gunther took that from him. And now we look at the path that Gunther's had. He's the longest reigning IC champion. So that's that. But yeah, fantastic match. This was great. Then we also had like Sami Zayn, Bronson Reed. So this was okay. This wasn't like great, but I mean, it also wasn't bad. It was decent. You know, Zayn got some offense in there. Bronson Reed ended up taking the win. Sami Zayn apparently is trying to get some motivation from Chad Gable. We all know that Chad Gable and Sami Zayn were the final two in the gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender for the IC title at WrestleMania against Gunther. So it seems like Chad Gable is trying to motivate Sami Zayn, because he was the one that clearly said that you can't beat Gunther. And now he's trying to find a way to make himself believe that Sami Zayn has that dog energy in him so he could beat Gunther at WrestleMania. But I'm sorry, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Gunther's going to retain. Well, we'll talk about that. DIY versus New Day. DIY versus New Day. Well, you know what? This didn't even last long. As much as I would love to see these guys like go at it, this did not last long. This literally like went like what, 5-6 minutes, and the Judgment Day got involved, took out everybody. Just a preview to WrestleMania for their tag team title ladder match, which is going to be a fucking scramble. We also had Candice LeRae versus Ivy Nile. That barely even lasted 2 minutes. To be honest, that was the piss break for me and for everyone else. That was pointless. That did not need to be on there. Don't know where they're going with that. Seems like Candice LeRae is given a Christian Cage storyline where she doesn't give a shit about dead relatives. I don't know what they're doing with that. Not exactly sure why that's being brought up, but okay. The Rock also made a return. Transitioning back to the beginning of the show, Cody Rhodes kicked off Raw. It was amazing to see Cody Rhodes' entrance live. I fucking loved it. I mean, his entrance on TV is just great, but I mean, when you see that shit live, man, everyone doing the whoa, fantastic. I love that. The pyro, the fireworks, everything, it was fucking great. The music. Oh, and apparently Downstate are gonna be doing like a live entrance. I think they're gonna be performing Kingdom for Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, because they teased something on Instagram showing that it's like a more heavy metal version of Kingdom. They put like a teaser in there, and they threw another one in there like a day ago or two. It's gonna be great. I cannot wait to see that. So if they're gonna be doing that, it should give you another reason why Cody Rhodes needs to win that title. Just because they're gonna be doing everything they can to make sure that Cody looks like a legitimate threat to Roman Reigns and not look like a pussy compared to The Rock, because that's how he's been looking the past couple weeks with The Rock. So Cody was doing his thing, man. You know, he was getting pretty aggressive, with his promo and everything. I love how he said that the reason, or no, he said something on the lines of, I'm being treated like a world champion because the world champion refuses to show up, that being Roman Reigns. I love that line. We need more energy like that from Cody Rhodes. That was great. The Rock then shows up. Now, keep in mind here, we had no idea The Rock was going to show up. They already announced for Raw tomorrow, April 1st, that The Rock and Roman Reigns will be in Brooklyn. They'll go home show before Mania. But nobody said that The Rock was going to be on Raw in Chicago. So when The Rock actually showed up, we went fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck? The Rock was here? I mean, it was awesome. It was so freaking cool to see, like, his original, like, theme song transition over into the Hollywood Rock theme song. Oh my god, man, that was fucking awesome. Instant fucking goosebumps. Legitimately, I was like, yo, this is crazy, man. What the fuck is The Rock doing there? That's crazy. But it was awesome, man. He didn't even say anything. He got into the ring, made his entrance, and he got face to face with Cody. Didn't say a word on the mic. Cody didn't say shit. And Rock goes up to Cody with his hands behind his back. He still got the sunglasses on. And he whispers something in Cody's ear. And we were trying to figure out what exactly was it that The Rock said to Cody Rhodes at the beginning of the show. Then Jackie Redmond, she goes to interview The Rock as The Rock was making his way out, or so we thought. And she asked him, like, what was it that you said to Cody Rhodes? And The Rock simply responds with, why don't you go ask Cody Rhodes? That was great. Later in the show, Cody gets interviewed by her, and he simply says, I cannot utter what The Rock told me. And it got us wondering, okay, what's going to happen now? Are they going to be saving this for a different time? Are they going to be waiting for SmackDown? Are they going to be doing this for Raw next week? But no, we get to the end of the night. So Jey Uso fought Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event. Main event Jey Uso, which, by the way, is a fucking concert, man. You want to talk about awesome fucking entrances live in person? Holy shit. Main event Jey Uso, man. Yeet! This man is a fucking awesome fucking entrance to witness. I mean, this guy is so fucking over. But, I mean, just seeing how he is when he comes out and the crowd's all doing this, man, dude, holy shit. It's like a fucking concert. There was 15,810 people there and counting, including me and Chris and the other guys. You saw Josh. Josh's cousin Jaden was there too. Gio was also there. I didn't get to meet up with Gio and his buddies, and a couple other people we know as well. So there was a lot of people that was there at the show. And WWE is going to be returning to Chicago for SmackDown on June 21st. So I'm definitely going to be there for that. I don't remember the last time. Actually, the last time I was at SmackDown was when they did the Wild Card Finals, and I was there with my father. I was there with my dad. It was back in, I think it was 2016, 2017. It was the final episode of SmackDown for that year. I believe it was 2017, if I recall. And it's crazy, too, because I remember the matches that took place. American Alpha, when Jason Jordan was still around wrestling, and Chad Gable had the long hair. American Alpha won the tag team titles that night. The SmackDown tag team titles. Alexa Bliss fought Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I believe Becky Lynch was champion at the time. And then Randy Orton and Luke Harper, rest in peace. They were also in a tag team at the time with Bray Wyatt when Randy Orton was a part of the Wyatt family. The fact that I remember all that shit's pretty crazy. So that was all that. I think Ambrose was a part of that show too when he was feuding with The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Dressed up as a security guard and all that. Yeah, it's crazy how I remember all that. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting time. I can't wait to see LA Knight, Randy Orton, Logan Paul if he shows up, Kevin Owens, a bunch of people, Roman possibly, the rest of the bloodline, you guys name it. I can't wait to see those guys live. That's gonna be great. So we get to the end of the show, and after Jey Uso pins Shinsuke Nakamura, this was a quick match too. This only lasted like 7 minutes. There was like maybe 1 or 2 commercial breaks, but it was like a fast match. So they clearly had something planned here. So right as Jey Uso was about to win, he was going up to do the Uso splash. Here comes fucking Jimmy. Here comes Solo. And then Cody and Seth come out. They take them out. And then Cody's brawling with Jimmy in the back. Or I think it was Solo. Probably, no. Cody was brawling with Jimmy Uso in the back. And then Seth Rollins was brawling with Solo. McIntyre comes out after Drew gets curb stomped earlier in the show by Seth. McIntyre comes out, returns the favor, and he future shocks Seth to return the favor. See, I'm trying to remember everything that happened at once. There was so much shit that happened at once. So McIntyre takes out Seth, Cody takes out Jimmy, and then Uso takes out Nakamura with the splash. 1, 2, 3. Uso celebrating, gets cut off early. It cuts to the back, and then we're all wondering what the hell is going on. It's like pitch black in the arena, and they're showing the cameras backstage. All of a sudden, as Cody is fighting Jimmy Uso, here comes The Rock. The Rock comes out, starts beating the fuck out of Cody Rhodes to the point where they end up outside in the pouring rain. That was great. That was awesome, actually. Really brings me Attitude Era vibes here. So The Rock, he's brawling with Cody. Cody didn't even get a single punch in. He didn't get a kick in. He didn't get a punch in. He didn't spit in The Rock's face. He was just getting his ass whooped, man. I don't know what was going on there. But he got beat up to a bloody pulp, literally. The Rock took off this belt that he had, said Mama Rhodes on it with the Brahma Bull logo, and he promised that from the Rock concert the previous week on SmackDown that he was gonna take Cody's blood and rub it all over the belt for Mama Rhodes. And that's exactly what he did. Cody was bleeding after The Rock was tossing him into the fucking production truck, where it literally said American Nightmare, literally right there. And afterwards, Cody started bleeding. He grabs the belt. Cody grabs Cody, and then he smears the blood from Cody's face and places it on the belt, which is insane, man. And then they showed this shot afterwards, was fucking awesome, where The Rock is just standing there like a supervillain, literally, because he said he's the final boss. He's standing there just like a supervillain from a back shot. It's a back shot angle where he's got the belt, and the belt's got the dry blood on there from Cody. It says Mama Rhodes. The Rock is just standing there. It's just fucking phenomenal, man. I cannot wait for Mania. And then apparently after the show went off the air, that wasn't over. There was like a video that was aired on X where apparently after the cameras cut off, the cameraman or the camera woman, whoever, I think it was a camera woman, told Rock, "Hey, we're off the air," and The Rock simply said, "Who gives a shit? I don't give a fuck." It's like, fuck that shit. I don't care if we're not live. And then he continues to beat up Cody Rhodes, smacks him with the belt a couple times. Man, that was crazy. It's just crazy. And if you didn't catch it too, there is a part where they showed the production truck in the back, and it did not have any current superstar on there. No Judgment Day, no Cody, no Seth, no Drew, no Punk, no Logan Paul, no Kevin Owens, no Randy Orton. None of them. The only 2 people that were shown on this production truck were the likes of John Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Is that hinting something towards you? Now, I did mention before, Cody is going to be having his version of the Avengers, so they can all take down the bloodline once and for all, and that's where he finishes the story. Could we possibly be seeing John Cena and Stone Cold make an appearance? The last time John Cena made an appearance was when he got his ass whooped by Solo Sikoa. But what's crazy, and I didn't even notice this too, is that since Cena lost to Solo in Saudi Arabia, Solo has been on a losing streak. 0-34. How fucking nuts is that? Insane. What the fuck are they doing with Solo Sikoa? Anyways, so yeah, a lot of shit happened, but overall, what a fantastic show. Amazing. Probably one of the best Monday Night Raws I've ever been to live. If you guys haven't already, please go and check out the link in the description box down below. I'll leave it for you. You can check out the vlog if you haven't already. It's already getting a lot of views, so I appreciate you guys for tuning in for that. Hopefully we have more vlogs coming soon. But like I said, I'm not really good with the whole editing thing. I'm only good at doing my own version of my thumbnails. But that's the thumbnail you see there. But as far as the editing goes, I send that over to Chris because he's the perfect editor for that. So shout out to him for that. And if you haven't already, go and sub to Chris, Duelix Infinity, all his other channels. They'll all be in the description box down below. Before we end it up here, I want to talk about a couple things here. So we got NXT Stand and Deliver coming next weekend as well. They're going to be showing this Saturday morning, the same day that they're showing WrestleMania Night 1. But they're going to be doing it at 11 a.m. And Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes are going to be main eventing the show. That's fucking awesome. You know, there was actually some whoop that trick chants during Monday Night Raw. And there was actually an episode on SmackDown about a month ago or two where Trick Williams was getting whoop that trick chants. So the fact that Trick is getting this much reactions while he's not even on the main roster yet is crazy. You already know this man's over as fuck. So I'm excited to see where it goes from here. And then Carmelo Hayes, he's apparently going to be called up pretty soon. Obviously, he was on the main roster for a little bit when he was part of the U.S. title tournament. It was great to see that. But it looks like he's going to be called up full-time finally after Stand and Deliver. I think he's going to end up on Friday Night SmackDown because that's where he was at before. So wherever he goes, he's going to be fucking doing great. Jade Cargill also signed with Friday Night SmackDown. SmackDown last night, I'm sorry, today's Sunday. SmackDown on Friday night, we saw the debut of Jade Cargill. She made an appearance, she signed her contract, and then she has a match at WrestleMania. She's going to be in her first ever WrestleMania ever since signing with WWE and being a part of Friday Night SmackDown. She's going to be teaming with Naomi and Bianca Belair against Damage Control, Dakota Kai, and Asuka and Kairi Sane in a 6 women's tag match at WrestleMania. So we're going to be seeing Jade's debut match at WrestleMania. That's going to be awesome. Transitioning to Mr. Money in the Bank, Damian Priest. He has only less than 100 days left to cash in his briefcase. He has until July. I don't know what they're doing with him. I think, if I take a guess, they're either going to be having him cash in at WrestleMania, just like how they did with Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at 31, who'll win the title there, or after Drew beats Seth at WrestleMania, Priest is going to cash in the Raw after Mania. Because you already know Raw after Mania with Triple H in charge is going to be fucking phenomenal. You already know that. Last year's Raw after Mania was very disappointing. Not a lot happened. So I'm hoping this year is going to be a lot better, and I have a feeling it will be better. Same with SmackDown. But we'll have to see what to do with Damian Priest. But the rest of the Judgment Day, they're doing their own thing. Obviously, Mommy is going to be fighting Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. That's going to be a fantastic match. Mommy also had a phenomenal match with Charlotte Flair last year. One of the best women's matches in WrestleMania history. Fantastic. So I can only imagine what she's going to be doing with Becky Lynch. Obviously, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, they're going to be defending the tag titles in a 6-person scramble tag team title ladder match. Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, New Catch Republic, it's Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. We have New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. We have DIY, Gargano and Ciampa. And I think I'm missing another team. Awesome Truth, Miz and Truth. There you go. And then Dominic Mysterio, he's also having a match. Dragon Lee is a part of the LWO now, as we saw on SmackDown. Dragon Lee is going to be teaming with Rey Mysterio to take on Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio in a tag team match. I don't know what's going on with Carlito, but the last time that Carlito was relevant was when he was taking on Santos Escobar in a street fight. And then that's when Rey Mysterio made his return after being, quote-unquote, injured from Santos Escobar. That's when Rey made his return to TV. And I And it looks like Carlito is going to be a heel again pretty soon. Because if you didn't already notice, the face that he made when Ray chose Dragon Lee to be his partner for WrestleMania, not Carlito. Carlito looked pissed. He looked concerned. Pay close attention to that. Attention to detail. Just a heads up. So, if we see Ray and Dragon losing, it's the only reason why is because of Carlito. Just have to say that. We'll have to see where that goes. And then 2 more things I want to talk about before I end it here. Actually, 3 more things. Lola Vice. Lola Vice is a part of NXT. She is also a former MMA fighter. She's hot, man. I'm just gonna say it right there. She is absolutely fucking hot. I mean, there's a reason why they call her Latina Heat. Because holy shit, she is fucking spicy, man. She has a bright future in WWE. She really does. She impresses me every single week, and I love the character. I love the persona. I love the in-ring ability. She is fantastic at what she's doing right now. I guarantee you she will be a future NXT Women's Champion, without a doubt. Whether it's this year or next year, I think it will be this year. But pay attention to Lola Vice. And she's Cuban like me, so which is another reason why I love her. She's amazing. So Lola Vice, she got big things coming. Bray Wyatt is going to be having a documentary. So they showed, this was really cool. If you saw it in the vlog, there's a part in there where they showed a Bray Wyatt vignette, and then they put Bray Wyatt's entrance theme on. And then the entire arena was lit with the fireflies. That was fucking awesome. So, rest in peace, Bray. I cannot wait to watch the documentary. It's going to be great. Apparently, Big E tweeted that he saw it before it went on the air. Or before it's going to get, like, released. He saw, and he said it was very emotional. So, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Bray Wyatt had an amazing fucking career. And it was sad to see him go so early, but we all miss him. So rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. And finally, guys, going to AEW here. Adam Copeland, as we know, is the Rated R Superstar Edge. He's been in AEW now for about 6 months. Made his debut at Wrestle Dream. Been feuding with Christian Cage over the TNT Championship. He actually fought Christian Cage in a last man standing match on Dynamite last week, and he won the TNT title. He won the TNT title. So just wanted to point that out. Adam Copeland is your new TNT champion. He's going to be doing this thing called the Copeland Open Challenge. It's a little tongue twister to say that all at once. He was doing it a little bit before, and he wants to start doing it again. So there you go, man. We'll have to see what happens with that. I have not watched Collision yet. I was actually going to watch that right now as I get inside. But I did see Dynamite. Ospreay and Katsuyori Shibata. Holy shit, what a fucking match. And then Ospreay's fighting Powerhouse Hobbs next week. Ospreay is just on top of the fucking level, man. He is phenomenal at what he does. He's so fucking over right now. He's only been signed with AEW for not even a month yet. And he's getting all these phenomenal fucking matches with the likes of Danielson coming at Dynasty. Then we had Takeshita at Revolution, 5-star fucking classic. If you haven't already, please go watch that. Fucking awesome match. Then we had Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher on Dynamite. They main evented the show. Kyle Fletcher opened my fucking eyes for that match. Phenomenal shit right there. And then previously you had Katsuyori Shibata, next week Powerhouse Hobbs. Ospreay's on fucking fire, man. I cannot wait to see this man hold the AEW World Championship. Fucking phenomenal performer. That's why he's one of the best wrestlers in the entire industry. Not just in AEW, but in overall, and one in the world. Just one of the best. And then we had Swerve, who's going to be fighting Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship at Dynasty as well. Swerve fought Takeshita in the main event. What a fucking awesome match, man. Konosuke Takeshita impresses me every damn time. What a star. Swerve as well, he's gotten so much better, man. Ever since being a part of NXT and actually like looking like a legitimate world title superstar, man, he like Swerve is just on top of his game right now. So a lot of cool things happening right now for AEW and WWE. I'm gonna be getting out of here, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Happy Easter to everyone. And starting tomorrow, man, it's WrestleMania week. I cannot believe it came so fucking fast. I felt like I just watched the Royal Rumble. Legitimately, it felt like I just watched the Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania is literally here next weekend. So excited for that. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Ryan Winchester, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take care, guys. Peace.